Okay, I've got to show you this other thing before I run out of time. And by the way, chat room, share the show, spread it around, that kind of stuff. This is fucked up. And this next thing, hold on. I need to look up one picture before I show you this. Let's see if I can get out of here. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Is this it? It's this guy. No, it's this one. Okay. Yeah. This over here. Okay. So, this is really odd. But this seems to be a thing about, like, honestly, I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. And you're not supposed to. This is just fucking, this is the same thing. It's just that hippie Alex Jones bullshit. But in setting this thing, CSL, like in your description of it, you were like, sunglasses on the whole time, really weird, really like odd. Yeah? Oh, that's awesome. Well, if you talk to Dave, say hi. Or say... All right. So this... I don't... Like, Musk calls it out. I don't know. He's just like, tyranny, end wokeness, blah, blah, blah. And he's just saying all these right-wing candidates that are supported by Russia are getting their asses handed to them. And he's like, fuck. Where am I going to get my aluminum from and build my cheap Chinese cars that they're stealing my tech on if I don't blah, blah, blah. Okay. This is the weirdest part about this. Not even this stupid thumbnail.
We all remember a plucky little guy called Adolf Hitler who went on to live in Argentina, but could Germany ever return to fascism? And
also, he died in a pit covered in petrol with his brains blown out. Sunglasses, no shirt, it's like a scratched character from White Lotus. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Fascism 0.20 look a little different from the marching old swastika bearer himself, the chaplain-faced king of the Nazis, the Holocaust entrepreneur Adolf Hitler. Is Germany...
Yeah, that's the way you would basically describe him.
...to relapse in fascism while trying to prevent fascism?
Is Germany about to relapse into fascism while trying to prevent fascism? Well, they've been trying to prevent fascism from, I don't know, fucking 1943, 45.
Get right into it. So the AfD, that's a nationalist party in Germany that seem to be campaigning primarily around ending war, are, by the verdict of 50% of German voters, the...
Yeah, that's what the AfD, they're just an anti-war party. Never mind the racist anti-immigrant shit that makes up the vast majority of their political stances on things and is the racist center of where they're coming from. They're basically peaceniks, you know?
Popular party in the country. And here's what's happening now in this round of elections in that great nation. Germany's...
I'm going to guess either his wife punched him in the eye or somebody else did. Because the obvious one would be high as a fucking kite. But I don't think that would matter. Right? I mean, there's an element of, I suppose, like Adderall whiplash you expect from this dickhead. So I'm going to go with somebody gave him the old Rand Paul's neighbor treatment.
Leader Friedrich Merz narrowly lost a vote in the Bundestag to become the next chancellor in an unexpected setback that plunges Europe's largest economy, that's the way we look at things, into political uncertainty. Merz seemed on course to win a majority of 13, but failed to gain a simple majority of 1 by 6 votes. The far-right alternative for Germany, AfD, far-right, that's what they are, which finished...
Yeah, that's what they are. They're far-right. They're right about not wanting to let Ukraine fight back.
In the most recent election, demanded a fresh election after Merzi's lost, the first time in German history that a chancellor designate has failed to win in the first round of voting. So what you've got in Germany right now is a right-wing party and a left-wing party bonded together simply to oppose the AfD and to ignore the democratic will of the German people who probably care about these issues, I bet.
Or that would make, no matter what it is, a 70-30 circumstance, and they're bonded about this because they share more together, even though they have differences. They share more than the fucking racist group that's trying to surge and seize a chunk of the government. Dear God, the AfD has succeeded in making left-wing and right-wing ish Germans work together. Isn't that what they're supposed to do? Don't they have a representative government? Isn't that the whole fucking point?
Migration, and I imagine war, and resources.
Okay, immigration, no question. And I imagine war, because I've got to make something up so that people don't know I'm just supporting them because they're fucking Nazis.
In Germany, being spent within Germany. Nigel Farage, a man with whom I've had many a public spat, plainly said that the UK would not be the first nation to leave the EU. Let me know in the comments and chat, who's going to be next to leave the EU? Will it be France? Will it be Germany? Because across the world...
Sorry, they were the first to leave the EU. You mean the last?
Plainly said that the UK would not be the first nation to leave the EU. Let me...
Nigel Farage said that. He said that. They were, I don't want to bother anybody, but it's a little slight detail. They were the first to leave. He means last, right?
Comments in chat. Who's going to be next to leave the EU? Will it be France? Will it be Germany?
I'm going to go with the Czech Republic. Latvia. Fucking Latvia. Every time. Are they part of it? Nah.
Because across the world, we're seeing the rise of nativism and populism as people reject globalism.
Yes, getting along with people. Yeah. Other countries. Blech. Love thy neighbor. What kind of nonsense? Yeah, ponce. What's happening? Okay, no. Hey, hold on, Burke. Let's go to here. Let's go to here. Whoops. Fucking Facebook. Simmer down. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. And there we go. Sorry, I had to block a spammer.
Because of migration and the sense that the state primarily serves corporate, commercial, globalist interests rather than the domestic...
Rather than the needs of the genetically superior white race. Fuck a doodle.
Population. Whether that's their opposition to farmers and their attempts to control food sources, or...
Wrong country.
Their attempts to turn us all into digital prisoners with chips under our skin, but no chips on our plates.
That's a French fry reference, I think, because you're not allowed to have potatoes now. That big EU anti-potato rule that no one's ever heard about. Does anyone take Brand seriously? I mean, he's got 6.8 million subscribers on this site, and this video is only 3 hours old and has 22,000 views. So unfortunately, yeah.
The time for the people of Germany to rise up, and it seems that they are responding.
Yes, Templeton, you did get a tangential mention last night, and you deserved every second of it.
That clarion call. Let's get into this story in depth and look at the reporting of our old...
Oh yeah, well, that's not going to happen.
At the BBC, state-funded media that primarily want you to be compliant, obedient, subservient, little...
Oh yeah, that's why they left the EU, right?
Prisoners of the state. That's what the BBC want. The BBC are no longer the channel of David Attenborough. They're the channel of paedophiles undercover, of denial, of shutdowns, lockdowns, and centralized control. Let me know in the comments and chat if you agree with that. Here's the...
Jesus, he's still trying to drive traffic. This is, I gotta say, this is pathetic when people try to drive, like, conversations in the chat room just to boost the videos. Let me know in the comments below if you think that's right. Like that he does this. It's the same shit. He stole this from Steven Crowder. And notice he's like jumping all over the fucking BBC because they're the one that started the report on him and led to charges because his victims felt they could come forward. Also, what does he remind you of? I mean, I guess if you're going to wear glasses, you know, all the time, that like kind of crossfade. The gradient glasses. Interesting. This is an interesting choice, don't you think?
He's reporting on Germany. They've already, and when I say they, I mean the EU, stepped in and intervened in sovereign elections in Romania. Will they step in Germany? Will the EU not rest until they've created some peculiar...
Yeah, I don't think they have to. Like, the other one was obviously a setup. In Romania, I mean, whatever that fucking country's doing, they were just so busy trying to broom the fucking Tate brothers that they got blindsided, I think, by Russia. But Germany, they don't have to do it. Like, it's already working. The multi-party system means that a couple of parties that might have differences get together and form a single larger party to stiff arm the new kid in town because they're too fucked up.
Tell across Europe where the citizens of these great nations are all...
Jesus Christ. This is painful. Like, I don't even need to see this asshole, but goddamn. Like, it's weird that, is it just me or is the fucking glasses very telling? I gotta say, he's either high as a fucking kite or somebody popped him one. I do not recommend political violence or aggressive violence of any kind. I do believe that in a self-defense circumstance, you should meet and match and surpass the violence sent your way. Just saying. Because they can get up and do it again and never give anybody a second shot. I'm just saying. But that said, I don't recommend, hauling off and whacking somebody. But I feel like that's maybe what went on. That or he's in a fucking K-hole. Either way, I'm out of time. My God, this show has flown by. And we didn't even get to, I don't know if this is Tim looking at revenge porn or something of himself. Look at it. Haflagen. Can we just see a second of this? I have no idea. Humanoid robots go rogue, attack human handlers. Oh, this is that piece of shit robot they were testing that just shorts. That's not trying to attack. Oh yeah, this is the one that it tries to walk over the stand and it looks like it's attacking somebody. So stupid.
Gonna get worse.
Uh-oh. Robots are gonna get us.
We've all seen the Black Mirror episode where the robot dogs go around hunting people down and killing them.
Have we? I'm sure a good portion of people have. I enjoy some Black Mirror. I find it adorable. It's one of my favorite TV comedies, but I don't know that we've all seen it. We certainly don't all freak out that much about it. I think these are similar industrial problems. Yep, 2 full hours, you damn straight. 56 Nick Rich. Hey, look, I earned my keep. So like and subscribe and share the show, and patreon.com/HalSparks and Venmo @HalSparks. And what else did I forget? I did pay. So yeah, subscribe, will you? And to my Substack, Hal Sparks Substack, Mega Worldwide. Just check that out. And something else. I love you guys too. And I look forward to the day when the stench of Donald Trump has left us and life has settled back into a normal silliness, and we do not, as people, have to be tormented by the kidney anymore.
The kidney has a very special place in the heart.
Dear God.